Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 AM in Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning to all you good folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM in Jackson on News Talk 101.5. We'll talk a little waterfowl right now. So, Frank, you listen up now. Tony, listen up over at Tony Dolly.
We
Frank
are.
Martin. A little waterfowl. A good friend of mine from way, way back sent me a message on Facebook and said, man, you need to talk to this guy. He has a great ministry. He has overcome odds, and he takes people who may not get a chance to go duck hunting. And so I said, well, George Badon, if you say that, I believe you, George, because George and I go back a long way. And so I am proud to have on Outdoors with Larry Ray this morning, not only George, and a lot of you folks remember George from Whitehaven, from Memphis State, from Oak Haven, wrestling. You know, he never tried any holes on me. I was glad of that, you know, because I was pretty slippery. But we got George Badon on with us, but also we got Shane Barker out of Buchanan, Tennessee. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Let's talk now, George. You sent me this about Shane, and what made you want me to know what Shane Barker does?
Well, Shane has a good program going, and I realized that that's the kind of thing that the public would like to know about. And I started thinking about, well, who could get the word out there, and I thought of you first.
Well, I appreciate that, and it really hit me when I read about it. And let's talk a little bit with Shane here, because Shane, your story is very interesting. I think my listeners would be glad to know. Grown up in Palmersville, Tennessee, retired from the Army in 2011, deployed to Iraq in 2005. Came back, trained soldiers, deploying to Iraq, retired, and got a job training soldiers at Fort Campbell. And then something happened in your life, Shane. What happened?
I got sick, and I had to have a liver transplant.
A liver transplant. And what did that do to you? What changed you when that happened?
Well, when the good Lord puts you on your knees and let you, listen to Him, I promised Him that if I could get through this year, I wasn't supposed to make it through the weekend, and I told Him if He could make me get through this year, I would promise to dedicate my life to giving back to as many people as I possibly can. And so He gave me the grace of God to continue, and now I take out veterans and youth and hunting and the outdoors. Anything I can do to help them, I'll do that. I try to get them out as much as I possibly can, and I don't charge them not 1 cent.
Wow.
It's just that they're our futures, and I try to give back and do good fellowshipping. And if I can just plant the seed, in their head, just to follow God,
yes,
it goes a long way. And, some of these people that need it,
yeah.
And then I think it does help them a lot.
And I think it's unusual the way you and George bonded here, George. Tell us how that happened.
Well, for several years, my duck blind sat down at the West Sandy Management Area in Big Sandy,
yes,
and Springville Bottoms, and it would sit there, sort of dry dock during the summer and the spring and the fall. And one day I got a phone call from a guy I'd never heard of. Phone number I didn't recognize.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I have backed into your blind and did some damage.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought, oh, no, I won't be able to use that blind anymore.
Yes.
He said, but I'm going to repair it. Well, he repaired it before anybody could get down there and check on it.
Wow.
And my son was the first one. He went down, and Shane met him. And before I did,
yes, yeah,
and looked at the damage, and he said, "Daddy, I can't see any damage." Larry, Shane had done such a good job of repairing it.
That told you.
He took responsibility for having damaged my blind, and called me and told me about it. Most people wouldn't do that.
No.
And then he repaired it back as good as it was, if not better.
So,
And,
so this was a God thing here, Shane. You and
Yes.
you and George. I mean, never
That's
would
how we
have.
met. Just
Yes.
doing the right thing. I know it wasn't much, but I could have not done anything. But and my conscience, it was on my conscience. If I do something, I'm going to own up to it. And just the best way to do with it, be honest about it. And
Yes.
just called him, and all at least I can do is make it better than what it was.
You did, and that hit the nerve for George, which a lot of you folks remember. Now, George was you were the teacher and the head football coach, wrestling coach at Oak Haven High. He's been at Milan. He's been lived in Franklin, and now he's in Dixon, Tennessee. A lot of you folks know George from his days at Whitehaven and everything. And this kind of clicked. And what was impressive from me, Shane, is that this turned your life around. This liver thing. And
oh man, yes, it did. And I shouldn't be here. Like I said, I had my diplomas. The good Lord saved me so many times over there from where I shouldn't have come back. So I did come back. He had different things for me to do, and he's not done with me for something.
Yeah.
So I'm sure not going to let him down, and I'm going to keep on. Got grandkids and stuff. I got to,
yes, yeah,
take care of and show the ropes, and just giving back to giving back to the community and to anybody I can, and just be positive about life.
That's what you need to be. And again, we're talking to Shane Barker of Buchanan, Tennessee. Our good friends George Badon out of now Dixon. By way of Franklin, by way of Memphis, and and the market he led, he is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame, y'all. This is not Jerry Lawler wrestling, okay? This is this is the real thing. George is one of the torchbearers for getting high school wrestling in Memphis over the years, and it taught me a lot. And I look at this, Shane, waterfowl hunting. Has that been in your blood for a long time?
Yes, it has. A friend of mine got me under his wing, Chad Rundridge, taught me into going to it, and he told me if I ever went that I would be addicted to it. Well, guess what? He was not lying. Ever since I went, I pretty much give up deer hunting, and I just duck hunt, and then I love to fish. My wife told me that I retired.
Yes.
But I couldn't go past Paris Landing Bridge. That's as far as I can go. Because, she goes, that's as close. She's from Dresden and I'm from Palmersville. So
yes,
I got as close to this lake as I possibly could.
Oh, my goodness. If she's from Dresden, she's from Ned McWhorter country. Okay. So
yes, sir. And matter of fact, I got a picture of me and Ned McWhorter. I was actually on his, like he said, when he was running for office,
yes,
come to Palmersville because that's where he's from.
That's right.
And
yes, yeah.
I wore his buttons for him around Palmersville for him
Did
to
you
vote
really?
vote for Ned Ray McWhorter. I still got the button and the picture.
Oh,
where he signed and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had a picture of Ned McWhorter coming out of an outdoor Johnny, and I can't find it. I've looked all over for that picture, and I know it's somewhere out there, but.
I guarantee it is.
So what kind of season have you had? Frank Barton's listening. Tony is a duck hunter. I'm a duck hunter when I don't deer hunt. But what kind of season has it been for you, Shane?
Well, I lost 2 of my duck blinds during the tornado.
Did you
I
really?
lost my veterans blind and I lost my permanent blind. So it kind of put a damper on my hunting.
Yes.
So I've been good friends. That's helped me out with their blinds and taking my veterans and stuff, helping use their blinds for the veterans.
So you lost.
And it's been slow.
Yeah.
It's been slow. Picks up. Yeah, I got to rebuild a new blind this year for the veterans this year.
Well, you can. It's a lot better to do that, and you weren't in the blind when it hit. A lot of folks don't realize.
Brother.
A lot of folks don't. What are you going to say?
I've got decoys hanging up in trees right now with weights on them, hanging up in trees down there. It's kind of like decorating for Christmas, I guess. They're just decoys up in the white oaks up in LBL. It's kind of comical to see it, I guess.
That's amazing. You got any pictures of that? You got a picture? I can
get you some pictures.
Give me some pictures of that. We'll put that on the website. I mean, that's that's pretty. Because I know a lot of my friends, and we, up in Reelfoot, are still reeling from that, so to speak, and maybe we don't think about the other parts other than Northwest Tennessee. But so you hunt primarily where?
I hunt primarily Kentucky Lake.
Okay.
And Springville Bottoms.
Okay.
I cut my teeth in Springville Bottoms, but the veterans can't afford this Type 61 license, that come out of state and stuff.
Yes.
Right out of Fort Campbell.
Yeah.
So I hunt Kentucky Lake mainly because it saves them the money. You see what I'm saying?
There you
It
go.
saves them $60-something dollars.
Yes.
But if they want to, I'll let them know how much it costs differently. So
Yeah.
that's why I got to hunt, mainly Kentucky Lake for them.
Yeah.
But at one time, Kentucky Lake I love hunting out there, and it's getting tough. We have your good days and bad days,
Well,
but
sure. Yeah.
some of these soldiers come in have just got back from deployments,
Yeah.
and just being out there and just being out there in the nature, you can see it in their eyes and their faces, just the enjoyment and just of seeing the outdoors on Kentucky Lake and seeing the outdoors of eagles and all the wildlife out there, and it really calms them down and relaxes them a lot, especially the youth.
Well, you're relaxing me right now. I got to ask you, how old are you, Shane?
53 years old.
How much? 53?
53. I'm a young puppy.
You are a pup, man. I tell you what.
I'm just a pup still.
Well, I know George is no pup anymore. We're grown
I'm
dogs.
not going there. I can't go there.
No,
sir.
no. We're
George. I got to be in a blind with George. That's shooting range. They don't get there now.
Well, that is true. Hey guys,
and
George,
plus he's got wrestling moves. I don't want to get.
Yes,
I don't
he
be
does.
tied up like a pretzel.
Now you said wrestling. Now he's wrestling. You got to get that W in there,
Well,
Shane.
it's my slang. I'm sorry. I got
that's
a little.
right.
I got a little bit of a rack.
George always got on to me when I said he was a wrestling coach. This is.
Okay, I'll make sure I say it right.
Yeah, no, appreciate. Hey, both you get
Well,
George.
Larry, when I was at Oak Haven, I started off calling it wrestling.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I had all my life.
Yes.
And the English teachers got on to me and told me how to pronounce it correctly. And after that, I have pronounced it correctly.
Well, you've even pronounced my name correctly. It's only 3 letters. It's not Rhea, like everybody. When somebody calls and says, I want to speak to Charles Rhea, I know that they don't know me, okay? Hey, guys, thank y'all,
Hey,
Shane.
real quick, Mr. Larry, real quick, one thing.
Okay.
I've got my second annual veterans-only crappie tournament at a Parish Landing.
Okay, when?
April the 8th is the free fish fry at 5 o'clock.
Woo!
April the
Okay.
9th is the actual tournament.
Okay, all right. Can you send
I
me
just want
that?
to put that out there.
Send me that information, would you?
I sure will, brother.
Send it on to me, and we'll stay in touch. George, thank you
All
for
right,
hooking
Adam.
us up, buddy. Y'all have a great day. And
you guys have a blessed day.
all right, buddy. We'll talk to y'all. Y'all have a great one.
Thank you, Larry.
All right.